I have the high ground now, and if we've learned anything from Star Wars, we know that that means that clearly nothing can go wrong for us at this point. Hey there, Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. We are very close to our 100-day mark, and we will probably hit it this episode, which is pretty cool. But I'm not done exploring Hushed River Valley, so I will throw in an epilogue episode or two. Might be during this session that I wrap this series. I'm starting this recording immediately after finishing the previous. But, yeah, it might be. Maybe. We'll see. But it does seem like I can actually explore and try out some new things up here, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, I would like to throw in a few epilogue-ish moments. All right, this seems to be leading back somewhere. Just to finish exploring this lovely zone. Oh, what have we here? This seems to be blocked rudely. Fortunately, though, I have a hatchet. So it's going to take...
I hate being cold, because it really do.
You might have mentioned it, Jen, a few times. Now, this is blocked from the wind where I am right now, so I think what I want to do is I'm just going to throw down... I'm going to use that cedar firewood that I just picked up, because in order to chop this stuff up, it's going to take 20 minutes, and we're pretty cold at the moment. It's still pretty early in the day. But yeah, I'm going to explore Hushed River Valley in the same way that we kind of explored the bottom of Milton at the end of Against All Odds Season 4. We are officially heating up. Just doing this for warmth, so that I can fully recover my warmth meter while I cut down the next one. Beautiful. Pretty tired, actually. That climb is what did it. Yeah, the climb. I mean, we just rested. I don't know about that. That's, come to think of it, that's something that I feel like the Long Dark might benefit from. Okay, let's chat for a second as we wrap up this series, because we've got a pretty safe fire at the moment, and I'm going to throw just a few more sticks on it. But let's talk about this for a second, because I've had an interesting thought. So right now, the Long Dark has an exhaustion system that's based on climbing and sprinting and just generally how rested you are. And so there's one side of that, the rest side, which is just kind of long-term, and it's based on how much sleep you got in the last 24 hours, roughly. You know, it's not literally based on 24 hours. It's just based on a meter that goes up and down as a result of how rested you are. And then, of course, there's stamina, which is more like immediate energy. I kind of feel like the exhaustion... Maybe there could be an additional tiredness mechanic where, like, you get winded, for instance. Maybe even it's a condition that you gain in the same way that I have sprain risk right now. But there's a winded condition, right? That would, after a big climb, it wouldn't exhaust you as much. Let's look at the meters again. To where we lost... I mean, it's still, like, it's not even noon yet. It doesn't make sense that we are over halfway after sleeping for 10 hours, 8 hours, whatever. It doesn't make sense that we're that tired again, right? But it does make sense that after a big climb, you'd be winded for an amount of time that's proportionate to, you know, the amount of exertion that you put forward. So yes, I think that exerting those physical activities should drain your rest meter a little bit more. But right now, it seems like it's draining it a little bit too much. And I think a midway mechanic between the stamina meter and the meter that we're looking at in the bottom left right now, like a winded condition, would be a nice way to fix that. I don't know if that's something that people have brought up in the past. This is literally all off the top of my head. But it just occurred to me that that would be a fantastic addition, I believe, to the game. Now, oh hey. There's a dead guy and a rifle down there. Now let's go ahead and I guess I'll pick up the cedar fire with nothing hurting me. We're going to climb downward. Alright. See, the climb text is appearing here. It doesn't appear when you're looking up, but that particular cliff that I was hanging out at when I was trying to get up into Milton, oh man, that one was just way out of place. All right, dead guy, what you got for me? Revolver cartridge? Thanks. I really just want these rifle cartridges you left laying around. It doesn't appear... Okay, so there are fresh cattails down there too. I'm liking this zone, guys. It's a lot of fun so far, I have to say. Part of me wants to go back to that cliff in Milton, not in this series. But we talked about this in the comments, and there was some corroboration that maybe the text wasn't showing up when it should. But then again, you know, the climb text really does only show up when you're looking at the bottom part of the cliff. And I remember some people saying that as well, and it's like, to what extent was that the problem? I'm going to go back and look. But let's take one more torch. I don't care about the one that I dropped. Yeah, I just hate that I'm this tired. That's why I went on that whole little mini speech. Do I even need to look for cattails at this point? I would say not. I've got 30, but just for the sake of being a completionist and because I want to see what's in this ravine. Wait a minute. Hang on. This is an access point to a potential area up there, so I'm going to look through the ravine for cattails while I climb this. I actually don't see any more cattails. What's up here? Maybe nothing. Could be a nice view. Yeah, I might not even be able to get up here. Oh, wait, no. No. There we go. There we go. That's better. Took some effort. Ooh, okay. Hang on. That could be our signal fire. You see that? Either that or that's the fire that we lit. No, that smoke is... I feel like that's a signal fire. How do I get over there, though? Is the question. Oh, now I'm intrigued. Now I'm excited. I want to know what's over there. Evidently, from what I have been spoiled on, damn you all. You guys have been good about not spoiling me, but there's enough people watching that there's at least a few excitable individuals that will just word vomit details of the zone that I haven't explored. But no, I also am aware of this from watching other playthroughs, from hanging out with Athenon, and from just general discussion about Hushed River Valley. But smoke signals are an integral part of the experience. So, okay, that is not as friendly of a slope as I thought it was. So I'm going to go around this way and see if I can get to a point where it's friendlier. It's a big zone, too. Let me just point that out. I'm going to go through that way. I don't know. That can't possibly be a fire that I lit. Let's go this way. While keeping an eye out for any friends. Oh, this overhang is a potential shelter from elements. Yeah, so the zone is definitely not... I like the idea of possibly starting a run here. I know that sounds absolutely insane, especially at the level of challenge that I tend to play on. But, I mean, there are people who start Interloper runs here who have a lot of fun. So, I mean, clearly they're not completely out of their minds. Okay, so that just seems to be leading towards a waterfall. And I don't know if I can actually get down here and get back up. But let's find out. Yeah, nothing about that except for maybe that spot right there. Looks like I can safely descend into this area. So I don't know how I'm going to get to this signal fire. I'm annoyed at how unrested I am, too. Yeah, I don't think if I go that way, I'm getting to the signal fire. I don't think that's happening. I'm going to go ahead and make that call. So let's try and go around another way. I want to try and keep an eye on that. I'm gonna, yeah, see, this is some serious cognitive dissonance right now, because I want to get to the signal fire, right? And I want to, like, spend as much time as possible wandering around. I'm not even that cold right now, all things considered. I want to spend as much time as possible trying to figure out how to get to it. But I'm down to a quarter of my rest meter. So it's like I have dueling survival concerns now. Can't see the smoke from the signal fire because this crag is too high. But it was on the other side of this thing, as I recall. I'm seeing cattails, so I don't know that I've been to this particular... I've lost sight of the signal fire. I know in the general direction... I know the general direction it's in. Oh, that's a cave. That could be Scruffy's cave. I might need to duck in there and hang out for a second since I've now found one. And I think that's an interior... Or not Scruffy, that's Sketchy. There's a couple of spots. So there's a cave where I could huddle here. Yeah, that's definitely an interior cave. So I could come right here, and unless the wind came right at me, I'd be fairly protected if I started a fire back in here. But the wind's coming right at me at the moment, so we're not going to do that. Let's see if we can find our friend the wolf. Ice cave! Yep, this could be the one. Watch me get jumped by a wolf right away. That would not be funny. Creepy noises. Okay, yay. The other thing is that if I really am this tired... See, part of me just wants to... What have I got? I've got coal, I've got cedar firewood, I've got 10 sticks. Part of me just wants to start a fire as close to the door here as possible, rest, and then explore the cave. Because if I get in a fight with a wolf, I'm not exactly going to do well at the moment. Wait a minute. Hey! I know exactly where I am. This is the cave we were in before, but this is another exit. Okay, perfect. In that case, I am going to stay here, because this is not... This is the exit that I didn't go out. This is the one that I thought there was a wolf at. I didn't even recognize the crags as I was walking through them. Cool. Okay. Let's take a moment and grab some additional fire fuel. Well, no, the fire's not needed, is it? It's not, because we know that the wolf isn't here. The only reason I wanted to light a fire was to be safe while I rested, but I'll be fine in the cave. I will be fine. So I will abandon my narrative instincts for a moment. And let's... Wow. There we go. Bearskin bedroll. Yeah, we're fine at the moment. We're 100% fine. Pretty hungry, though, surprisingly. Must have burned a lot of calories climbing that rope that I didn't notice. Thankfully, though, I have every cattail in the history of man at my disposal. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I've got cattails. It's helping relieve a little bit of the burden as well. I'm going to need more water soon-ish. But for now, I'm just going to... Let's see, how long do I need to sleep? I mean, I want to try and find that signal fire, and from what I've been told, they go out at some point, so I don't want to lose the signal fire. So why don't I sleep for... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sleep for 5 hours. And that's not going to give me a lot of rest, but it might be the perfect balance between... Crap. Are you serious? All right, well, never mind. I'm not going anywhere. That's okay. That means I can just get up in the morning and have the full day and be fully rested. It's all right. So now I will probably need to go ahead and start a fire. Cedar firewood, that's fine. Reason for this is that I do need some water. Need a fresh batch of water to boil, please. I'm going to go all in and have some going in the can as well. Hate that. Damn blizzard. But I've got cattails, so everything's okay. Okay, so... let's drink that. It's not quite... will top us off. Surprisingly. Let's do that again. Oh, the blizzard just ended. That wasn't a long blizzard. Shortest blizzard in the history of man. I might be able to go out and explore then. Let's drink that, and of course the remainder will be stowed. Which means I now have almost a gallon of water, and I'm not even encumbered. Well, I need to pick my bedroll, but, and this stuff, so I should be encumbered. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, that makes more sense. I was about to say, I should be a little encumbered. But let's...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Let's go back out. We've got a few hours of daylight left. If I can find that signal fire, if the blizzard just passed. It's not even that cold. The trouble is, present conditions are not conducive to seeing smoke. So I don't know how well this is going to go, but damn it, I want to look for that thing. Okay, I'm seeing scrub rushes. Now, hang on. I think I know where we are, because we were just talking about this. Evidently, there's this thing you can do. This might not be the right spot. This looks right, though. Hang on. I was just curious about that. I was watching a stream last night. Yep, I think I found the signal fire. And this is, I believe this is where we were. But I've got the hatchet, so I don't have to worry about using that little trick. So let's see what's going on at this this flame here. This looks right from the moments that I've seen glimpses of this. Oh yeah, definitely found the signal fire. Beautiful. I wish it was under more pristine conditions so that we can enjoy being up here. I'll probably have to come back when things are a little bit better. Mysterious signal fire. Okay, I see a campsite here. Is that a moosehide satchel? Really? All right, so I can't do anything with the signal fire itself. Oh, dead person. Oh, hatchet. Okay.
This will come in handy.
I'll take the sewing kit. The hatchet I will take just to break down for some fur. Wow. Now, how protected from the wind is this? Got some tomato soup on the ground. Now that's an epic troll from the game. That is a moose-hide satchel, ladies and gents. And a Mackinac jacket. An emergency stim. Don't need the magnifying lens. I'll take the revolver ammo. A Mackinac jacket, huh? Now that's not going to be better, unfortunately, than an expedition parka. But if I didn't have 2 expedition parkas, I'd be very excited about that find. I probably am just going to harvest that, which is a tragedy in and of itself. But there's lots of... Okay, there's a good amount of wood here. I'm just going to pick all this up. I don't trust that campfire spot, seeing as how the person died here on this cliff to protect me from the elements. Not trying to be insensitive. But, wow. That is a moose-hide satchel. I know what the answer to this question is already, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. See, you can't equip a second moose-hide satchel. It's just, it's not possible. So, it's pretty cool that we found one, though. Wow. All right, is there anything else? I don't want to tell you what. Let's get the lantern out. I'm just going to go back to my fire momentarily with all that fuel that I just picked up, and I will be fine for the night. But I want to make sure I'm not leaving anything behind at all or overlooking something. You know what? I'm just going to come back in the morning. Go over by the cliffside to where I'm more protected from the wind and can walk at a reasonable pace. Thankfully, I'm not too tired on account of the rest that I... Come on. Come on. Give me the damn shield. Thank you. How encumbered am I? Oh, I'm actually pretty encumbered. It's all the wood. And the Mackinac jacket, too. I want to get back inside before I deal with that anymore. So yeah, we're going to make our way back to the cave. Hopefully the fire that I lit will still be going. If not, it's not a problem. I have fuel. The fuel will last me the night. And I would like to come back here, maybe even before the episode ends, if the weather's better, because I feel like that would be a beautiful view. And no, I won't end the series on that. I probably want to take... Are we there yet? We are there yet. We definitely will be when we wake up in the morning. So we've hit 100 days. As of this episode, the Centennial episode at long last. Yeah, I like this zone a lot. I'm excited, too, because it's a zone that I still am not too familiar with, and they're about to add another one. And I believe I've mentioned this in past episodes, but one thing that they've teased about this new zone that's coming in Aaron Pilgrim is that in order to unlock its full potential, per Raphael, you have to access it from 2 different points. So you have to go into the zone from one transition area, go back, this is the way I interpret it, go back, and then enter the zone from another transition area, from another entry point, if you want to put it that way. And until you have done that, you are not able to fully access the zone. Plus, there's just the potential, as we've discussed. I haven't seen any wildlife for a while. I'm getting kind of nervous about that. Plus, there's just the potential, as we've discussed, for the new survival mechanics and the industrial bench that appears to be shown in the dev diary that they posted. So the possibility of having, for instance, ammo crafting in the game. As I think, we don't know for sure. They haven't said that. That's just me speculating. But that could be a direction we're heading in. Alright, my fire has gone out. I am now a sad panda. I'm not gonna go back into this cave. I'm gonna step back outside. We're gonna go to the signal fire when I wake up in the morning. Rather than... doesn't matter at this point. I don't know why I'm hemming and hawing over how to start the fire. I think I'll manage. But yeah, we're not going to go back through the cave. We are going to step back, look at the signal fire, and then keep exploring up in these upper regions. I've heard people refer to signal fire as a plural, so there's multiple signal fires. Okay. Now I once again have some torches that I need to get rid of, so let's also attend to those. Be a good way to pass a few minutes of time. Come to think of it, how long does a torch harvest take? Just 2 minutes? Okay, never mind. That's not passing a ton of time. I was thinking because branches take 10 minutes to break down, does a torch take a similar amount of time? You know? But no. Glad we found some lantern fuel as well. Let's refuel our friend the lantern. Very, very good. And then we're going to break down. Now this is going to take 20 minutes. This hurts me. It really hurts. This hurts you. Sorry, let me... This hurts you. Okay, that was even worse. I can't imitate the voice from the end of Mass Effect. This hurts you. Okay, that was a little closer. But anyway. Just being goofy. Alright, let's throw the bedroll back down. I don't need the fire anymore. I really don't. Although I do still have some fuel on me. Tell you what, I'm going to get rid of some sticks. Because there's just no reason to have that many. And let's see what else I can eat. I'm going to eat the... No, I'm going to save the dusty tomato soup until the morning. Okay. Here's my motivation. We're going to put the fir firewood on the fire. I'm going to put all those sticks on the fire, and we are going to sleep. Hell, I'll throw one piece of coal on there, too. Alright, so now we have 10 hours on the fire, for sure. We're not going to sleep that long, but that way the fire will last till the morning, and then when I wake up, I'm going to heat that tomato soup. And it's going to be glorious. I might not even be that encumbered when I step back out. Okay. Sleep for as long as you will freaking let me. Which is not going to be that long. Certainly not 12 hours. Woke up fully rested. It's not quite dawn. 3 hours, 26 minutes left on the fire. Okay. Now I have plenty of water. What can I do to pass the time? Oh, I also have, come to think of it, I have one other thing I can break down. My lower condition... Tell you what, let's just do it this way. My lower condition hatchet. And harvest you. And that'll pass some time, actually. That worked quite well. Now it's officially daylight. Outside. Loving it. Alright, and we do have that fir firewood. I will save it, because it seems like I'm doing alright encumbrance-wise. Lots of emergency stems. If this was a run that I was going to continue, we have new mechanics coming and a new zone, so it makes sense to start a new one anyway. This is an old run at this point, but I'm in good shape. I have everything I need, really. Okay, there's not a lot of lantern fuel. It literally says 0.00, so there must be 0.001 gallons or something. Something that doesn't round up to point... So it's somewhere below 0.0045 for it to be showing that in the game's decimal system, since it only shows 2 places. That's funny to me. Little things like that. You can tell I'm teaching a stats class right now. Okay. Let's, I need to eat. I guess I will go ahead and... It's the beginning of the day, so it's going to be cold as hell, but I don't care. We're going to cook some dusty tomato soup. I also have some birch bark tea that I can make. Good to know. That'll pass a little bit of time. Let's do that. I didn't know I had this many unprepared teas, and this will help me go through my water a little bit, too. Still, holy crap. Totally forgot I'd prepared this much birch bark. Alright, there. That's the last of it. Of course, this is adding to my encumbrance, too. I'm well aware. Okay, now we're going to make the tomato soup. Past time until ready. Got an hour, 17 minutes left on the fire. And let's go ahead and eat that. We'll get the warmth bonus from it. We got the bedroll. We are not encumbered. Glorious. Let's take a torch. And hopefully we'll have a nicer view as we end this episode. No, not much nicer at all. But I'm still going to go out there because we might catch a nice sunrise. It's the very beginning of the day, so it makes sense that it's kind of crappy. Let me take a moment to check this area for cattails, because I did not before. I was excited about the presence of that cave, and I haven't scavenged around here too much. Oh yeah, there's definitely more cattails. I have been through here a little bit, it seems, because there's one on the ground right there. But I walked past some others. 2. Good. That's a handy indicator. Once you no longer need tinder and you're always leaving the cattail heads behind, it's a good way to know where you've been and where you haven't, because you see them laying around. The game doesn't despawn them. Great suggestion, by the way, that came in the comments when I was exploring the cave. Came from a few different people, and I'll share this just because it's a good survival tip. You know, when you're finding your way through these big labyrinthine caves in Hush River Valley or anywhere, you can leave sticks behind in certain patterns that tell you, you know, which way not to go, you know, when you're traversing a cave. So one thing you'd have to do is, as you go through the cave, you want to pick up any sticks that are just laying around so that you don't confuse yourself later. Wow, there's lots of cattails here. Holy crap. I am good food-wise. That's another reason I love this zone. It's like a new cattail nirvana. But it makes sense because there's nothing discoverable here, you know? So I think that's the waterfall we were at the top of, right? When I saw the signal fire. Oh wait, going the wrong way. Seems like the weather might be about to turn worse. We might not get a better view, but I just want to go out there one more time before I end the episode. I hate it. I was kind of hoping for a nicer vista. But c'est la vie. That's life. At least it's not as windy. You can tell the signal fire is just going straight up now. So, consensus, or at least not really consensus, because I only remember one person saying this, but something about the signal fire going out after 5 days-ish. That's apparently the timer on it. Since the wind's not blowing, I am going to start a fire here by the signal fire at this particular spot. I wonder if that... See, this campfire is very... Oh, there's cooked moose meat by the fire, too. Okay. Well, in that case, it's 0% condition, but I don't care. I'm going to take this moose meat, and I'm going to eat it. And it's going to be glorious. Thank you for those calories, Mr. Survivor. But yeah, I feel like this might be fairly advantageously positioned. I still don't trust it, but I'm going to start a fire here. We'll use the fir firewood, because that'll help get rid of some encumbrance. What I'm hoping is that if I have a fire to keep me warm, maybe pass a little bit of time, we'll get a nice view before I cut this episode.
Come on, little fire.
I'm running a little bit long, but I don't care. Don't care.
Oh, yeah.
So we should be above freezing momentarily. There it is. Okay. Now I do see the... Okay. Yeah. Not protected from the wind in that direction. I feel like they tried with the positioning of this thing, but this thing's going to get blown out pretty quick if this weather keeps getting worse. But I guess I'll step out to the edge here and see what I can see, but it seems as though I might get forced indoors momentarily. I would really love to see this view. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and head back, because I have a feeling that by the time I'm done here... Yeah, that didn't do anything. Okay, it's not even lighting from that fire anymore. I'll just use a... Oh, it's too windy to light a torch. That's probably what it is. Probably getting blown out right away. Okay, we're going to go back inside. And I will stop this episode here. In the next one, we're going to just keep looking around. I was hoping to get a nicer view, but I'm sure there are nicer views to be had if we continue to explore. But we've done it! I wanted to go a little bit longer since we've hit our mark. We've survived for 100 days in Against All Odds Season 6. I'm not going to go quite into my sentimental series epilogue commentary just yet, because we still have some exploration to do. So for now, I'll just say goodbye until tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.